This Alston shitty Christmas, Squanta brought you a pile of dank philosophy and literary criticism paperbacks. Thanks, Squanta. But unfortunately, in the indexes lie bedbugs in a peaceful slumber. Do not despair too deeply. Bedbugs may suck your blood and shed their skins all over your pillow, but they'll never suck your love of language or shed your capacity for abstract thought. That's it. Christmas is not about the bad things that happen to you, but about how poorly you respond to them. You name a fluid, and I'll show you where we can find it on my Santa hat. It's fun to be dirty with holiday smut instead of just cum like normals. It's thrilling to get a facial in the salon full of ladies who used to do nails in the Bahamas for like 10 years at the Four Seasons. Instead of facials from Holly Jolly guys I meet on the 39 bus. This is how the holidays choke on it and then use a little too much teeth. But if I was really dying to be beautiful, the way I pretend I am, I'd subsist on a diet composed entirely of protein from thick, sweaty candy canes. It just seems to me I've lived my whole life like a Krampus spice candle in the bathroom of some bullshit place. I was listening to Bing Crosby and crying because I just took the Christmas morning after pill when the feds burst in and took everything. And though my parents never actually walked in on me masturbating, I now know the same shame. In 20 years, the CIA will finally admit that they released you into my apartment to get me addicted to your dick. I mean, Yule log, a dongle of candy striped dicks, a cauldron of scalding caroler sperms, an underfunded crisis center run entirely by gingerbread men, a fleshy, stuffed stocking full of Summer's Eve moist snaps, a 9 a.m. cocaine suppository of all of the times I still deserved coal, like the time Xena turned into an elf for an elfin fight to save her baby's soul. A true nerd stabs you in the catheter. Suck unmercilessly on my milk and cookies, or we'll both starve. Whenever you put on a Christmas song from the Phil Spector winter holiday album, you ought to know that I'm rolling around with my face-size iPad Air on the waterbed. No sheets, covered in eggnog. Imagining Phil Spector shooting his load into my face and blowing my brains out. Whenever I come over to your house, your weird little roommate, you know, the one with all the hottest toys, takes a Magnum condom wrapper and shreds it all over the bathroom so I get ideas about his big commitment to safety. I go to your work party. White people are there. They talk to me about their solo projects. I tell them, a good white male vocalist is a dead one. Whenever you text me, I take a bottle of celebrity perfume, like Frosty by Frosty the Snowman, and I pour it on something in my room. You know, something that can handle it. And then I light it on fire. And as the chemicals burn off, I laugh, and I laugh, and I cough, and I take cell phone photos. Because in the partridge shit encrusted bedroom of my heart, anything can be made flammable. Tinsel falling from orifices I had assumed were sewn shut. Namely, my heart. Soul, or whatever. Now that I've trained my pussy to snatch Amazon drones out of the sky, the cosmos of online commerce, partnered with the imaginability to make water clean, spells free Brita for me and my hawk-like hole. I like my men the way I like my hot cider, thrown at a cop. Do you want a dose again? This is my version of Prometheus Bound. So my tongue is stuck to a pole, and Santa's little helpers are coming, and they're gnawing off parts of my labia and asshole. Love you guys. Why doesn't anybody worry about me? Why doesn't anybody worry about me? Wait a minute. If nobody's worried about me, then who put this beautiful star atop my scorched loins? Fuck me like 3 wise men are watching and judging your stamina and technique. I can request things like that because I know you've been hurt. I know I should stop writing you in as Daddy Santa, Daddy Christmas as my emergency contact at the city pool. but I still want you to rush to my bruising side and administer ass to mouth. Sorry, dog. Sorry, I have to see this. Okay. I don't know what it is about me that's covered in decorations. But sitting on your North Pole, I understand. The blizzard of my bullshit is much longer than your naughty list, but nobody, not even the snow, has such a tight and wet little hole. So close that my hand on your chestnuts is your hand. So close that you tell me you're not in the mood. I fall asleep. If Santa was a bartender, every drink he would make would be hairy and white and crust in the corner of your mouth. If Santa was an egg sandwich, he'd be white and fluffy and covered in ketchup and come back out in 15 minutes. If Santa was a disciplinarian, he'd be so good at spanking little girls, all of the assistant principals would call him Santa. If he rented a Roomba for me, I'd know it's because Santa thinks I'm a dusty bitch. If he was a porn star, his dick would be so long. It would go crawling down the actress's esophagus and come peeping out of her asshole. It would have its own mistletoe tattoo. If Santa was death, he'd be sure when you were sleeping and make sure you'd never awake. But he brings joy to girls and boys but once a year. So he's Santa. do the same. I rest along the sun. There's nowhere else to run. Oh, what have you done? Oh, what have you done? What have you done? Oh, what have you done?